I just wanna ball like the big leagues. I just want a nice house on the shore. I just want a big house like SB.
No need to worry anymore, guys. Senior Productions back with Week 5 picks. I'm Camden, along with Ethan. I guess we can start. Standings, mix it up a bit. I'm 26, 35, and 2. Ethan, what are you?
I am 35, 26, and 2. I'm much better than you so far.
Well,
this
so
season.
far, yeah. But
First 4 weeks
I mean,
of the
locks
season.
were pretty evened up. Locks 2 and 1 each. Upsets. I mean, I think I pick I get some tougher ones in there.
Yeah, you're
0
0
and
3.
Oh.
I'm 2 and 1.
Yeah, it's whatever. First game.
Let's get into the games.
Colts at Patriots in Foxborough. I'm gonna take the Patriots. I think with Julian Edelman coming back, Tom Brady finally has a weapon that he can use. I mean, I know Gronkowski is a weapon, but they haven't been getting to use him. People are covering him down. And Philip Dorsett's pretty good, but they have been using Chris Hogan. They need to get something in there.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Patriots, but I think the Colts could have a chance in this game.
Colts
because
definitely do.
Thursday night game, prime time.
Neither team really got a break.
You can't count anybody out, especially with your quarterback Andrew Luck. Man, this guy he's one of the best quarterbacks in my opinion. Like today, he's been all throughout his career. I know he's battling injuries, but he's been a pretty solid quarterback every week in and week out. He's been their franchise quarterback. So with that being said, I'm still gonna take the Patriots. Too many weapons. Tom Brady, the greatest of all time.
No.
Position.
Let's take a step back there. Joe Montana is the greatest of all time.
No.
No.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Let's just keep going because
No. Joe Montana is the greatest of all time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't want that. I'll win
Tom
that
Brady,
argument easily.
he's gonna have the most Super Bowls. He's gonna have more Super Bowls than any other team in Super Bowl history.
You're stupid.
Him alone.
This kid's stupid. No.
Tom Brady alone has 5 Super Bowl rings.
Okay,
The
Steelers
whole
have 6.
franchise have 6.
Okay, Tom Brady's not going to win another Super Bowl. He's
Do you
not.
want to bet?
I do want to bet.
All right, the Patriots are gonna win this game.
No, they'll win the game. They're not winning a Super Bowl.
All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, keep going. I guess Tennessee at Bills. Bills Mafia. I'm gonna take Bills.
What's your reasoning behind that?
Oh, I guess I gotta explain that. Bills. I think LaShawn McCoy's fully healthy now, and Titans quarterback situation. I don't know if Mariota's fully healthy actually. He's still got a shoulder. Yeah, but he wasn't 100% with the shoulder.
Well, I'm gonna go with the Titans. They have a lot of momentum coming back from last week's big upset over the Eagles at Philadelphia.
Was that big of an upset?
So it was a pretty big upset in my opinion. Eagles being the
Corey Davis
Super Bowl champions.
Corey Davis caught that.
They had some very clutch moments. That last drive put together by Marcus Mariota was really impressive. I think Titans could be a big threat this year.
Maybe. If everyone can stay healthy.
But anyway, yeah, I'm taking Titans.
They could probably win their division, but they do have some competition there with the Jaguars.
They have a very good division, and the
Texans.
Too. And the Colts. Colts aren't bad.
No, definitely not bad. Next game is Giants at the Panthers. I mean, I'm going to take the Giants in this one. I think Saquon Barkley and Odell Beckham are going to have huge games. I mean, their running game's going to get going, and I think Eli Manning's finally just going to get something going too.
Do you think Odell Beckham really just makes up for Eli Manning being basically
Definitely.
in
I don't
decline?
think they're not going to. They can't do much with Eli Manning anymore. I mean, I think they made a right decision drafting Saquon because they didn't have a running game at all, and Eli Manning can just slightly produce for them. He can get him by these next 2 years until they can get the quarterback they need, and then Eli Manning's gone.
Yeah, I do agree with you. And I'm gonna pick the Panthers in this one. Panthers are a really solid team. They got Cam Newton is performing like an MVP every single week in, week out. He's the Panthers' best player for sure. I mean, the Panthers are just Christian McCaffrey. They're pretty loaded. The Giants are also though. The Giants have a few superstars: Saquon Barkley, Odell Beckham, Sterling Shepard,
Eli Apple.
They're a good solid team, but they just don't play together. It seems like it's just their record doesn't show how I feel they could be.
Odell said it's difficult and it shouldn't be difficult.
Yeah, 1-3. That's not a very good start. So I'm gonna take the Carolina Panthers at 2-1, coming off that bye week.
All right. Dolphins at Bengals. Bengals are surprisingly good this year.
Yeah, I picked them at the bottom of the division this year, man. Andy Dalton is looking good this year, man. He's looking
AJ
sharp.
Green, Tyler Boyd.
Let's talk about something. That whole game is back and forth with the Falcons. Falcons high-powered offense. Bengals, usually a high-powered, pretty decent
It's
offense.
really Andy Dalton has off years, like
Yeah, AJ Green, but like AJ Green was not having a big game, and he
stepped up.
He stepped up in that final
When
drive, had that big touchdown catch, brought that
And
win to the Cincinnati.
But I'm gonna take the Bengals. Dolphins they really almost pretty much blowout game against Patriots.
Yeah,
and I thought they would do a lot better that game.
Yeah, people were thinking Dolphins were over the Patriots last week, but
Patriots stepped up.
Dolphins were not look good at all last week.
No.
Tannehill only threw for 100 yards. Or
I don't
something?
know. He had like one fantasy point.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. 1.01 in our league. That's pretty.
That's
pretty
really
bad.
That's really bad. Dolphins had barely any offense. They only had 7 points. They got blown out of Foxborough.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
38-7. Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals as well.
Yeah,
Pretty obviously.
Definitely. Ravens at Browns. This is gonna be definitely a good game. Divisional matchup. But I'm gonna take the Browns. I mean, I don't think they should have lost last week. But I think that was Baker Mayfield just finding his footing in the league, starting, and they played the Raiders. Raiders finally got a win somehow. But I like the Browns. I think the Ravens. They have a defense, but Joe Flacco, he's having on and off games. He's too inconsistent. He was figuring out how to use his weapons last game. Got Willie Snead in there, John Brown, 2 pretty good wide receivers. Michael Crabtree had a crucial drop last game. But
Well, yeah, I attended the Ravens-Steelers game last week, and I tell you what, I was not happy with that being a Steelers fan, but the Ravens looked like a pretty solid team. Their defense is not a joke, man. They're looking really good. So I'm going to take the Ravens over the Browns because the Ravens, a big rivalry game in Cleveland. I just feel like the Ravens, big defensive game for sure, and I feel like the Ravens have a little bit more weapons on offense.
I think Baker Mayfield steps up definitely, big time, come this game. All right, you got next game, Green Bay Packers at Detroit Lions. I'm going to take Packers. I think Jimmy Graham's find his flow in their offense now. Caught his first touchdown from Aaron Rodgers. But Lions, they're another inconsistent team. I mean, they're fine. They're fine in a rushing game. What do you have? That's two in a row. 100-yard rushers, 200-yard rushing games. What's his name? Johnson.
Kerryon Johnson.
Yeah.
No, he didn't have 100-yard rushing last week. But that's not the point.
My bad.
So
front office.
I'm taking the Lions. I'm taking the Lions in here. This is my upset because the Lions are at home, and Stafford. Every time they play Green Bay, they play them really well. It's just like
any division matchup,
rivalry, big time. Lions are not bad. Like their O-line's not the best. They have really good weapons.
Golden Tate had a huge game
I honestly
week.
think this. Okay, I'm gonna give you a question.
Oh,
and
okay.
This question's also gonna be in our Instagram. So
Instagram
at
and
C_E Productions.
No, it's
18.
C_E_E_ Productions.
Okay,
18.
anyway,
it'll be in the description.
It'll be on the screen. So
Can we do that?
yeah, we can.
Well, what might happen?
Okay.
It'll be in the description though, at least minimum.
All right. So, do you think that the Lions, the Rams, or the Chargers have the best wide receiver trio in the league? Which one of those teams have the best in the league? Chargers being Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, and Tyrell Williams.
Is it Tyrell?
Tyrell, yeah. And the Lions, Golden Tate.
You know what?
Marvin
Neither.
Jones,
I'm gonna pick.
Kenny Galladay.
Do I have to pick from those teams?
No.
Or can I throw my own in there?
Yeah, but if you took the 49ers.
I'm not gonna say them. Houston Texans, DeAndre Hopkins, Will Fuller, and Kiki Cutie. Is that his name? Kiki Cutie? Something like that?
Cute, yeah,
Cutie, he's pretty cute, but
he had a big game.
he had a huge game. He had 10 receptions, something like 11 receptions. He broke the rookie record for his first. He has the most receptions in his first game. He broke that record.
You're thinking the Texans?
I'm thinking that. Yeah.
But the Rams, man.
Brandon
Cooks,
Cooper,
Cooper Kupp, and
Robert
Woods. I'm
don't
thinking
know.
it's the Lions, honestly, because Kenny Galladay, he's a big red zone threat. He's fast. He's got it all the talent in the world. Marvin Jones, their number one receiver is obviously a really good receiver, and then Golden Tate.
He's more of a slot receiver though.
Golden Tate, yeah.
He does most of his slot.
But yeah, I believe it's them. But
I like the Texans.
Leave your answers in the comments. All right.
We'll throw that on the Instagram page. Go ahead and reply to that. But get into the next game. Jaguars at the Chiefs. This is going to be big game because when the Chiefs play a good defense, they've only played one good defense, and that was the Broncos. And honestly, they should have lost that game if Case Keenum made that throw to Emmanuel Sanders, I think it was.
Case Keenum threw, yeah.
Number 88. That's who it was. He overthrew it on the sideline.
Demarius
Thomas.
Thomas,
He overthrew it on the sideline. He had a wide open catch. If he would have made that throw, goal line was open, wide open. No one was there.
Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs really survived that game. Patrick Mahomes made a huge drive, a really impressive drive. He just keeps on going.
I think he's a little bit overhyped a little bit. I mean, his touchdowns.
He's amazing.
His touchdowns
he's
there.
He's having a really good season. You can't lie.
He is. Last game, he was a little bit overhyped. I mean, it was announcers. He put the ball in his left hand, threw it 5 yards. That wasn't that impressive.
Yeah, you're right, but it's still pretty impressive given the scenario.
But yes, but
anyway, I'm talking about the Chiefs though. They barely escaped that game in Mile High, which is a pretty hard place to play. Coming back home for a big matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I think I'm gonna take the Jags in this one because I think Blake Bortles is gonna go back to what he did 2 weeks ago. Have a huge game because the Chiefs defense, they allow the most passing yards in the league. And I think the Jags defense is going to step up. They're going to stop Mahomes and they're going to win this game.
Well, I mean, I can see that happening, but I'm taking the Chiefs because I mean, you go with the hot hand at this point and I don't know, the Chiefs can score big points off any defense, it feels like.
But this is what? Number two defense in the league? Last year was number 2.
Them are the Ravens, but I think the Jags defense is really, really good.
They are good.
But the Chiefs, man, like they're overpowered offense. I don't think the Jags defense offense can keep up with them at all. The defense will have to play out of their minds, but
I think Blake Bortles, this is going to be game of the year for him. If he wins this game, really shows what he can do. Sometimes.
And that'll tie up for the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Yeah. Broncos at the Jets. 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 That's the best chant ever. But I'm taking Broncos in this game. I mean, I love that chant so much, but definitely take the Broncos. Their defense is so good, and Sam Darnold, he's flirting with picks right now. Like, not our picks.
Yeah, you're
interceptions.
Right. Yeah, it's funny. I'm taking the Broncos as well. They're really being a solid team. I didn't expect them being this good, but
Case Keenum is
only a 2-2 record, but they're looking.
I mean,
good.
they could
schedule so far.
They could have won last game.
Yeah,
definitely had a chance.
But yeah, I'm just gonna pick the Broncos. We already talked about them. Their defense, they're pretty. They have pretty good receivers too.
The Jets have a good deep threat. They have Robbie Anderson as deep threat, but he's fumbled so many times. Sam Darnold, I think he's just losing his trust in him. But I think if he gets one big play with him, big bond right there, and that can cause a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Falcons at Steelers. I mean, I'm not a fan of the Steelers right now. They cannot win without Le'Veon Bell, and they can't. Who'd they even win against? What was their one win against? You know that. Buccaneers, yeah. And I mean, and Fitzmagic, he had a bad first half.
Yeah,
and then look at him now. He's
the Steelers defense. Honestly, everyone's saying how bad the Steelers defense is, but other than that fourth quarter last week, the past 2 games have not been bad at all. Like 4 picks or something, like 3 picks and a forced fumble against the Bucks, and then a forced fumble, and we basically stopped the Ravens through the most of the game. Like first 3 quarters, we basically stopped them.
But Falcons, this is different. Falcons, they have Calvin Ridley. He's got 6 touchdowns. Who does that? He does. But Julio Jones, he hasn't had a touchdown, I don't think. He's got 500-some yards in the first 4 games. That's really impressive.
Yeah, I think the Falcons... I'm taking the Steelers, but the Falcons have this high-powered offense. It's just going to be back and forth, back and forth. If the Steelers can get some running game going, because it doesn't seem like it. I mean, James Conner's a great running back. Like, he is what he is, but like...
Le'Veon Bell
is... Le'Veon Bell.
He has been reported to come back on their bye week, week 7.
Week 7,
That's what's been reported.
He'll be back and playing in week 8.
Yeah.
Which is really exciting for me. Just trading for him in my fantasy league.
But we'll put the fantasy league in the description too. Go check that out. I mean, my team.
But yeah, I'm taking the Steelers.
Pretty good. I mean, Raiders garbage at Chargers. Who do you like? I'm gonna take the Chargers. Who do you like?
I like the Chargers as well in this, but don't sleep on the Raiders, man. This is a big divisional matchup.
I'm already asleep.
Yeah, this is a big divisional matchup, and Chargers, they did not look good against the 49ers, to be honest.
Well, he did throw us. They were looking good second half. Even though they
weren't
played,
looking great. I mean, like they didn't impress me.
pick six. What was that? The first play
They
of
did
the
come
game.
out with the W. That's what their good teams go. What good teams do. So I don't know. They're just
Raiders.
Chargers
They
too
beat
good
the
to
Browns.
beat the Raiders.
The Browns. They haven't totally proven themselves. I really like them. I mean, they're the team. They're the team right now. They're the hottest team. Not the hottest. They're on the come up. Definitely.
All right, man.
Men. Vikings at the Eagles, is that? Right?
It's the Eagles,
I think so.
yeah.
Production manager probably get a little clearer vision. Maybe you guys can tell, but I like the Eagles. I think, Carson Wentz, he had a huge game. Second game back, pretty big. Pretty big game. Yeah.
What's with the Eagles, man? 2 straight losses to not so good teams, Titans and Bucks. I mean, Titans, like, no offense to them, like I'm saying like they should be good, but the Eagles, jeez, man, they have no business being in the game with the Eagles. The Eagles should be the best team in the league. Like how good their defense is, plus their offense with Carson Wentz being top 5.
Alshon Jeffrey's back. I think they definitely this first game they lost. They had Alshon Jeffrey. Big difference maker.
Who do you guys think are better, Case Keenum for the Vikings or like from last year, or this year with Kirk Cousins? You guys can go ahead and comment that because I think it's Kirk Cousins being a better quarterback, but Case Keenum, they had a better season last year. But this is just a start. Man.
Vikings they were projected to be NFC in the NFC Championship, but right now I don't see that. They're not playing good football.
They are not playing good football right now, but that's for later to tell. You never know, man.
It's the beginning of the season, like.
They got plenty of time to fix whatever's going on. As long as
not plenty of time. If they're going to fix something, they need to do it within the next 2 weeks.
They got plenty of time
because their division's tough.
Yeah,
they're playing for a wild card. If they turn their backs, the Bears are going to be.
They don't have any divisional matchups.
Bears are going to run away.
So that's going to be okay. So yeah, but I'm going to take the Eagles in this.
Eagles as well. Yeah.
Pretty good offense. So.
Cardinals at 49ers. I'm going to take the 49ers. C.J. Beathard, like I said, he knows what to do. He's played with that offense last year for a couple games, and he came in this game, and he was looking amazing. Like, he had an 85-yard touchdown pass to George Kittle. 85, 81, I think it was. 81-yard touchdown pass, something like that.
Well, I think I'm taking the 49ers as well, but they were playing pretty well against the Chargers, to be honest. I thought, at least. I mean, they came up with the loss, but they played pretty well for Jimmy Garoppolo, and basically their season's over, so. But the Cardinals didn't play bad either. They came out with a loss as well, but that was on a Sebastian Janikowski really long, like 54-yard field goal.
I hate games that end field goals. Those are the worst games.
Well, they're pretty interesting, but yeah.
But still, I mean,
let's just hope David Johnson.
The games might be interesting, but the field goal to win it, I hate that.
But yeah, we're both taking the 49ers in this one.
I mean, the Cardinals' offense, it's
slow.
It's slowly getting there, but it's not there yet.
All right.
Rams at Seahawks. I'm taking the Rams in this. I mean,
nothing.
The Seahawks might put up a fight, but I mean, the Rams' offense is overpowered,
and their defense too. They're the most complete team in the NFC. Best team in the league, I think. I'm taking the Rams as well. Rams just are super good. Like I already said it, but geez, it's fun to keep talking about them because how good they are on offense and on defense. Just exciting. Seahawks, on the other hand, 2-2 record, not bad, but
their offensive line's terrible.
Their O-line is not helping Russell Wilson at all. Russell Wilson just keeps helping them all the time, But yeah, I'm taking the Rams.
Cowboys at Texans.
Sunday Night Football.
This is going to be a good game, but I definitely see the Texans pulling away with this. Like I said, the receiving core, I think is the best in the league. They have the best receivers. Hopkins, Fuller, and Cutie. They're all cute together. Get what I did there? You get it right. Fans, you get it, yeah. We haven't played fans, my bad. But like I said, who do you got?
Well, I got the Texans as well. Texans really, they showed out last week. They were balling, man, until the fourth quarter when they blew their big lead. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards maybe picking the Cowboys, but I just can't do it. Texans ended up with a W. Played pretty well. Deshaun Watson's getting them back on track.
I think their defense definitely is going to stop Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah,
and that's the only way the Cowboys can win if they get Elliott going. But I think, Watt and Clowney, they're going to stop him easily.
All right, yeah, Sunday Night Football. I mean, that's going to be a good one.
Monday Night Football. Redskins at Saints. I'm taking the Saints. Saints, another team that has overpowered offense.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Mark Ingram is back, so Alvin Kamara is going to see a slight. I think they'll slowly just start. They're only going to give Mark Ingram a little bit of increase.
Yeah, Mark Ingram.
It's first game back.
He's going to make a big difference, I believe. Either way, like they could go without him for this week, but Saints, they are really solid. They're, I don't know. Drew Brees is probably the best quarterback. Like, he's the most consistently good quarterback in the league. Like,
he didn't have that good of a game last week. They relied on the running game a lot.
Yeah, they did. But
Redskins, I don't think they're that good enough to beat the Saints.
They're not bad, but yeah,
they're a decent team. I mean, they'll probably win their division. Who's in there? Cowboys, Eagles, Giants. Yeah, I see the Redskins pulling away with that division. Maybe Eagles, but the Eagles right now they're not playing like they're gonna win.
I just feel like the Eagles are still gonna win the division.
They still could win the division, but I mean, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be a tight race.
But yeah,
could be tight.
Maybe.
Time for locks. Ethan's got the lead on me. Actually, no, we're tied with locks.
Yep. So we'll 2-1.
We're both taking.
And
the Texans.
It's weird because we're gonna have the same record no matter what next week too. Because we're
Texans
both
beat the Cowboys.
The same lock. Texans over the Cowboys.
I mean,
we were
like
just
we said,
about it,
we had not really much explanation. Rewind.
Really care.
But we have a special guest
this week,
Mrs. Murray. This is her lock. She is our U.S. government teacher. She's actually a really good teacher. She's gonna take the Chiefs. What'd you say to me?
I said shout out.
Oh, I think you said shout out.
Shout out to her, man.
Chiefs beat the Jags. This is good.
Her lock.
It's a safe pick, I'd say. Kind of safe.
I don't think it's that safe because this is a very big game, but yeah, it could happen. So.
Time for upsets. Mine's gonna be Giants beating the Panthers. Definitely can happen.
Definitely can happen.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Lions and beating the Packers because divisional matchup. You never know. Plus, Lions have a pretty good offense. I think they can keep up with the Packers' offense.
I like it. Mrs. Murray's upset. She's got going with Ethan's pick too. Lions beating the Packers. She's a Lions fan.
She actually?
Yeah, she said that. Yeah.
Nice.
Got a quick interview with her.
That's cool.
Garbage game of the week. Mine's gonna be Giants at Panthers. I think it's gonna be more of a defensive game. Kind of. I don't know. I just don't see this being an interesting game. But what do you got for yours?
I got the Titans at the Bills because I'm not really gonna I'm not gonna go on and be like, hey, I want to watch Titans and the Bills. It's a pretty good game, I guess, but
maybe
the Titans are pretty good.
No one's gonna wake up unless you're a fan.
Yeah, no one's gonna.
You got a couple fantasy players on there.
Yeah, so that's my garbage game of the week.
Yeah. Games of the week. Vikings at Eagles. This game can define whoever. If you win this game, this is win or lose. It's going to define your season, most likely.
Yeah, basically, man. Yeah. Basically, you're right.
Yeah, man.
You're right,
man. Oh, what you got?
Well, I got the Jags and the Chiefs because high-powered offense going against the high-powered defense of the Jaguars. Can't say anything better, but just watch the game, man. It's gonna be a good one.
It will be, definitely. And that's all we got for you this week. I'm Camden.
This is Ethan.
Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next week.
Peace.